You've got to be kidding me. Good thing I can use clips to go back to the VOD and change where it's clipped. I'm smart. And look at this putz.
Actually, when he showed it to me, I was like, oh my god, can I have the tin? And he's like, no, it's a giveaway. But
who's David?
He called the shot. What?
Who's David?
Oh my god, who's David? I gotta go.
But I couldn't find any that were purple that would fit my face because I have a giant head. It's true. I have like a ridiculous. It sucks. Doesn't help that I'm kind of fat.
Go ahead, have a drink, Lyle.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water. A little bottle of water.
I instantly regret that. Dig out the little bone around the root nerves. And because there's supposed to be a hole where the nerves go through in the... oh, God. I can't believe I just did that on camera. Oh, no big deal. Just a bomb all-star rookie. Hey, Mr. Young, this already is a really good...
Oh, we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore?
Ding? I got a ding? Oh, I do have a ding. Oh, that's a good ding. No. Anybody want to talk about the colon? We could have a whole conversation about the colon. Or his half-pint friend. Just like Abraham Lincoln chose in his one and only duel. And when he showed up carrying a almost 4-foot-long razor-sharp cattle saber, the person who challenged him backed down quite quickly. True story, look it up. It's real. He was challenged to one duel in his lifetime, and the person backed down at the sight of him bare-chested with a... What is this? Oh my god. This is a sketch card. Are you kidding me? One of one! Mickey and the Beanstalk! This is going to be very expensive on eBay! Hello, Mel! For a splash page and Action Comics 1050 signed and certified for Alex Ross. That was 109 for the pair. Crazy. These prices are crazy, man. Crazy. You got deals. It's crazy. Yeah, it's all good, man. I have a feeling 60% of the time it works every time. Sex Panther. It's made with real bits of panther. Stings the nostrils. It's a formidable scent. and his cousin Rory Rotator Cuff. His cousin Timmy Tommy John. We need to keep that one. Timmy Tommy John. That's I love you, Carlos. Shang-Wai Lee. Yeah, tell us how you really feel, DC. Dan Iny. You son of a bourbon, you bastard. Bourbon, you bastard. This is a rare Sean Strickland. You son of a biscuit. I hope you stub your toe tonight before you go to bed. I hope he gets a Wander Franco. Well, he's got pack number 3. Let's see if 3's got that magic in it. Glurp, glurp. Hello, me lord. Somebody has been catching up on their dungeon crawler, Carl. What's up, Carlos? Hey, Kate. Done. What's up, everybody? I'm back. I'm here. It was a very long weekend for me. Some bad, some good, but I'm here. And that's all that matters now. Oh, where to begin? Probably at the beginning. First of all, I changed out my microphone cords. So I need to know, do I have any of the ticking, or do I have any odd noises coming out of the mic when you turn it up? Any buzzing or anything? I just want to make sure. Nope. Okay, good. No, it's not that, Kate. I got that. Nothing on my end, but I have heavy machinery playing. So let's start at the beginning, and then we'll get into DCD Collect stuff. As you can see above my head, there's a bunch of new things. I'll get into each of those individually, but I want to get over my my weekend first. Yeah, sure, you have plenty of ticks and weird noises, but not from the mic. Oh man, I gotta practice my fart noises. I'm out of practice. My fart noises don't sound as accurate as they should. Nope. That one's a little bit better. We'll get there. I'll have to practice around Jimmy. He's very good at identifying fart noises. Farts are one of Jimmy's favorite things. I mean, let's face it. If you were a boy and you were 10 years old, farts would be your favorite thing. What up, Sploros? Gun. Yeah. So, let's talk about how I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. I'm 49, and they're still my favorite thing. So as you know, last month my cousin Danielle died. And this last weekend would have been her 36th birthday. So on Friday, we laid her to rest in a beautiful outdoor mausoleum. I have photos, but I'm not going to share them with you. Gorgeous. It's an outside mausoleum. She's not far from where my grandfather is. And that was tough. Pardon me, I'm going to use you for therapy a little bit. It was tough, and burying somebody younger than you is awful. Burying somebody who pretty much always smiled and always laughed at everything makes it tougher. But seeing my grandmother have to bury one of her grandchildren was tough. Obviously, seeing my aunt bury her child was tough. But seeing a grandmother bury a grandchild shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. Mathematically speaking, it shouldn't happen. Let me change this. No, too flush. No, I feel like that's too warm. Oh well, we'll go with that. So that sucked. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful service. But the situation sucked. So, I did the only thing a Buffalonian and an Italian could do. And I'm tremendously Scottish as well. Drank. Oh boy. Did we drink afterwards? We drank there. We drank before. We drank during. We drank after. It was tough. The following day, we had a really nice breakfast, a little celebration of life. Got to see family members I haven't seen in 4 or 5 years. Got to see kids I never met before. Got to spend a lot of time with my cousin Nicole. She is doing great. She is awesome. Her son is just so handsome. My cousin Dustin has a brand new baby Dean. Dino she looks like his dad. Absolutely beautiful little man. So that part was cool. I also had the privilege on Thursday of hanging out with Carlos and Don and Pat. My mom and my brother Nate tagged along. We started at 1 o'clock. We started at Wingnuts by the airport, which Josh Allen said is like the best wings in Buffalo. And listen, Josh Allen is mostly right. It is definitely one of my top 3 places in Buffalo to get a wing. They're very good. I don't know if you saw the picture. If you go on my Instagram, my Instagram recently went private. I'll talk about that later. So if you are not, if you don't follow me, the only way you're going to see any of the content now is to follow me. My Instagram is now private. Long story. My Facebook has been deleted, so you don't have to bother looking there. I've gotten rid of that. And my Threads is deleted. Not that I ever used it, just removing stuff from my phone. But you will see that the wings were massive. Huge wings. Something you can't find elsewhere in the United States. Something that is usually only found in Buffalo. Hiding from the feds? You're more right than you could possibly understand, Kate. You jokingly kind of hit that nail right on the head. My mom had fun. And yes, my brother's a party animal, so he's a bit cray-cray. So we started there. I got 5 wings in hot because it's Buffalo. We don't call them, by the way, we don't call them buffalo wings. In Buffalo, we just call them wings. So we get hot wings. We don't get buffalo wings in Buffalo. We just get wings. So I got 5 hot and 5 of their special house sauce. And I don't remember what the house sauce was. It was called something. I saw the stuff you were liking. I liked it too. Yeah, they were delicious. Their house sauce was really good. In Buffalo, we call them lunch and sometimes dinner. And more often than we like to admit, breakfast. Wings for every occasion. Here's a fun fact. You can have wings for dessert. Chicken will absorb any of the flavors that are put onto it. There is a recipe for cinnamon sugar wings. This is true. I've eaten them, and you wouldn't think so, but they are delicious. What up, BK? What am I doing there? Shout out to BK for holding down the fort last week. That was a pleasant surprise. They said, yeah, maple wings are very good. Yes, Kate. Yeah. BK, I know, actually. So Kate, I'm not exaggerating when I say Kate told me like maybe an hour before. She's like, listen, we're going to do this thing. I knew there was a possibility they may go live, but I was under the impression it was just gonna be like a dual stream, Kate doing some stuff. And then Kate's like, hey, I got this idea. I'll do it if I'm gonna do it. What do you think? And I was like, oh my God, this is great. It would be great if it was a really bad DC cosplay. Saploros was like, I lost a buck to myself. And yeah, Kate said that you were thinking about shaving your head. I was like, oh my God, if he shaves his head, it's great. First of all, you'll never want to not shave it again because the way it feels when it's just been shaved, oh, it's so great. But listen. But that was fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much for doing that. That sold out. That was pretty awesome. And it did give some levity to the tough day I was having. So I get it. I always have wondered why all of you watch me. And when I try to explain, people like, hey, what do you do? And it always comes out, what do you do? Especially in California, that's like the question everyone asks. Hey, what do you do? And I tell people, it's really hard to explain. I guess I'm a streamer, but I'm kind of a salesman too. And I don't even know what to say it. I guess entertainer, but to say entertainer in California, everyone just assumes actor, and I'm really not an actor because I'm not acting here. So it's always difficult. And I've always wondered, I was like, I'm a 45-year-old dude. You are gold. Thanks, man. Stay gold, pony boy. I always wondered why people stare at a 45-year-old guy screaming into a microphone, staring at a camera. And I never understood it, and I tried to understand. I just accepted that's my job, and it is what it is. But I logged in when I was at the airport in my big layover. Sweet and tangy, that's what it was. Thank you, Don. Sweet and tangy sauce. It's good. I recommend if you go to Wingnuts in Buffalo, get at least 5 of their sweet and tangies. So I was laid over in Washington, D.C., which I can't believe they let me into that city. And it's probably why my passport didn't work when I tried to get there. That's another completely different story. Kind of going along with what Kate said. I have a brand new passport that didn't seem to work in any of the airports, but they're just like, well, if you have your license, we'll let you through. Not 100% sure they were supposed to let me through. I think the moment my passport didn't work, they were supposed to flag it, but they didn't, so I'm here. Real ID is valid for travel. No, it's true, yes. And I have Real ID in California. I had Real ID in New York. I had, what up, Pat? We're talking about you, Pat. All good things. Pat's awesome. But I tried to travel my passport just because it's usually quicker. And when I tried to get to Washington, they're like, oh, your passport's not working, says invalid. And I was like, I just got it like less than a year ago. It was good for like 8 more years. So I was like, well, I have my license. Do you just want to use that? And he's like, yeah, let's do that. And license, boop, scanned immediately, went through. I was like, okay, just a computer error, have a nice day. Great. Get to DC, laid over for like 2.5 hours. Get to Buffalo, hang out with Pat. Pat called my bluff, and you saw the video. The gum wasn't bad. It just wouldn't congeal into a piece of gum. It tasted like gum. And it just dissolved like a tablet of Pepto-Bismol. How many rookies did you get in that pack of Bowman? None. That was a bump. Actually, that's a lie. It wasn't a rookie loaded pack. I got a Gretzky and a Lemieux. I gave the Lemieux to Don because he's a awesome person, and the Gretzky I'm hanging on to when I see Blind Cat again. I also bought a 90-91 or 91-92 Upper Deck box for $30. You'd buy it, would have been real rich 26 years ago. You're right. That pack was fire. Yeah, it had. Live commerce and collectibles content creator or collectibles media personality. I could go with that. Live commerce. I dabble in live commerce. I'll forget all of those, so you'll have to text them to me. No, the pack was actually dope. It had some good veterans in it. The Upper Deck box had 2 Gretzky holograms of him sliding to the stop and 1 Gretzky hologram of him shooting the puck. So it had 3 Gretzky holograms in the box. It had numerous. It was the one that had McGillney. I believe it's McGillney's second year. It had, what were the rookies that I got? I pulled a couple of the Chase rookies. I want to say there was a Potvin. I did not get Solani or Forsberg. So whichever one is not, whether they were high or low, whoever they're not. Again, it was $30. I mean, I was just doing it for the nostalgia of opening them for funsies. Got a bunch of Sabres. I saved all my Penguins. I saved all my Kings. So the Penguins will go to Don. The Kings will go to BK. Couple of Gretzky's. Then I brought home a box of 90-91 Upper Deck football for Jimmy and I to open. And we scored 2 Marcus Allen holograms and a Barry Sanders hologram. And that was the low number. That was the one with the Joe Montana heroes in it. But they were just fun. They were just something for, I thought James would get a kick out of ripping packs that I used to pay 75 cents a pack for back in the day. So after, and let's get back to the original story. After we had wings, we immediately went to Charlie the Butcher, who is he's been a butcher for 60 years. Well, he's dead now. It was like 60 years in Buffalo, and he does an amazing beef on weck. And they actually give away a little ramekin takeaway container of the weck. It's like salt and caraway seeds. So I got one of those so I can make my own Wex at home. But it was Thursday, and Thursday, it's prime, or is it prime rib? No. I think it was prime rib beef on weck. Either prime rib or man, my brain still doesn't work. Ribeye. No, I think it was prime rib. Anyway, it was an upgraded beef, and it was freaking unbelievable. We had beef on weck and a milkshake, and then later I went to Mighty Taco. The milkshakes were pretty good. So after that, I got to tune in and again, I got to watch BK and Kate, and I was only able to do it for a little while, but I kind of understood it for the first time. Like, I never watch replays of my own videos. I never watch me at all. But I was having a crap day. I mean, not Thursday when I was hanging out with them, but Wednesday and Friday. And to tune in and watch something that was funny and fun and entertaining, I get it now. I kind of understand. It actually made me nervous. I'm like, wow, I got to step it up. I got to stop doing the same old garbage that people see. I need to start doing, like fun stuff so that people don't get bored. So, yeah, I'm thinking about ways of stepping it up now. Thursday, I went for wings at Porter's for dinner, too. After having wings for hey, listen, wings are the best. It's chicken. It's chicken, and it comes in so many flavors. Cosplay as Doug. I can't do that. What up, T-Bone? So, yeah, it was, I understood it. I got it. It felt good. It felt good to watch a stream, and it was awesome. The flight home was awful. My flight was delayed 2 hours and 40 minutes, just 20 minutes below the time that they would have to legally pay me restitution for delaying me. It was jerks. So I didn't get in until 3 in the morning in Buffalo, actually about 3:30. And then obviously the drive home is an hour. It was almost 5 o'clock when we got home. So then my family, we couldn't even say hi and do anything. It was just get home, go right to bed. And then we'd wake up later Sunday and we all, at 1 in the afternoon. And then we all talked about everything that we saw. So that was my Buffalo trip. Watch a streamer that had their cross-country flight go back after getting halfway because someone pooped their pants. Yeah, it's a medical emergency. Vomit and poop and pee are hazardous waste materials and have to be treated as hazmat. It's a true story. I don't understand why pee has to be, because pee is technically sterile, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe fresh urine is sterile. But to go all the way back after getting halfway, yeah, it's odd that they went back. Usually they have, that's what I thought, Sapporo's. Yeah, it's a weird fact that pee is sterile. Now, it's not healthy for you to drink, just because it's sterile doesn't mean it's healthy. It just means it's free of bacteria, unless you're really sick. That is the only time your pee is not sterile, is if you have bacterial infection or a urinary tract infection. I believe technically it is no longer sterile. That's actually part of the problem. Anyway, let's change the subject, please. Thank you. Hey, look behind me, kids. Now, listen, I know a lot of you don't collect cards. It's cleaner to wash your hands in pee than yeah, it is. It's true. It is. It's just a weird factoid. I think I learned that in anatomy and physiology. Is pee sterile? Listen, I have a bunch of Lodo things. I didn't realize how Lodo they were until I got the invoice with the order, and I was like, wow, I really did get a great deal on these. I want to turn your attention to a couple of things. I believe it's based on a person because diseases in the body. I believe it's based on a person because diseases is the body. Pat, I don't know what that sentence means. I actually want you to pay attention to this right here. This is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This was widely passed. Now, when these came out, these were like $150, $160 a box. I did see them go almost up to $200 at one point, like $189. And they were heavily passed because while the show was serviceable for the storyline, it was not a widely successful show. But inside of these, it has some. It doesn't have guaranteed autos. It doesn't have guaranteed sketch cards. But what it does have is, I believe, 1 guaranteed number card and 2 hits in each box. And those hits can range from sketch cards, printing plates, manufactured cells, autographs, and acetate cards. And the most common of those, I believe, is the acetate card. We got those for a bit of a steal. In my opinion, I got 5 of these. I got more of these. I only got 3 of those. I only got 2 of those. I only got 2 of those. I only got 2 of the wrestling. I got 5 of these because they were inexpensive. And I believe these will be worth an open just to take a shot at getting those hits. Sketch cards sell very well. The autographs sell very well. This is a bit of a boom or bust project, but it's super inexpensive. These are hobby boxes. I think we have them for, it's like $71. It's between $60 and $70. I don't know. I have to look. I made the listing and I don't even remember what I have them at. When I get paid the 1st and the 15th. When I get paid, if there's any more of these, I'm going to buy one. If nobody else buys them out, I will buy one and open them on camera. That's how much I believe in them. DCD. Nope. Home. I forgot what I listed them at. I want to say like $69.99. Oh no. Let's find out. Go to retail sports. $59.99. Holy buckets. It is less than I thought. I thought it was $71.99. Nope, it's $59.99. $71.99 is the wrestling and the Prism. So, yeah, I think it's the cheapest thing that we have. Worth it, in my opinion, just to hopefully hit something. Sabres extended Benson Good. They got rid of Tuck. Now, Tuck, it was going to be, he's probably not going to sign. It was going to, we burned that bridge when we didn't get the contract done early. We got a free 3rd round pick just to trade his rights away. Then, yesterday, 7.5 annual, I'll take it. Hey, listen, they had to give Byram $10 million per year, and Tuck is getting 15.7 from the Caps. Yeah, I think that Benson contract, how many years? Do we have the years on that? 7? Oh, mama, that's going to be... And hockey players tend to not hold out like football players and basketball players and baseball players do. Hockey, it happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Oh, DC, but what about blah, blah, blah. It's very rare for hockey players in comparison to the percentage of other sports for hockey players to hold out. 7 years at 7.5 average. I'll take that all day for a talent and a drive like Benson. They just want to get paid. Yeah. Yeah. It's, oh God, no, I love it. No, I love it. I am not complaining one bit. I am not complaining one bit at all. I'll take it. Benson is great. He's hustled and Benson's one of my favorite guys. He's also one of the youngest guys in the league, which is great. We got rid of Byram. We got the 4th overall pick, and we got the 20th overall pick, and they got Bowen Byram and Greenway, who Greenway was expendable. I think the Sabres aren't done. No, I believe they're going to trade. It's possible. It's possible that we trade 3 and 20 for a player now. Or, excuse me, 4 and 20. I think we flip those picks. I'm not 100% sold that we're now. Yes, I know there's a 2 elite level guys in this draft, and there's about 7 top tier guys as well, or first tier guys. You could argue first tier, second tier guys will round out the top 10. I get it. You're going to get a good guy. 2 elite level defensemen if you want to keep stacking the defense. There's a winger that is available early. I don't remember his name. But I think we will trade for somebody that doesn't need development because we are in a win now mode. We just got rid of some big contracts. It's time to add some people. There are 4 to 5 blue chip players in the draft. You know, it is. I agree. Yeah. The kid that's going overall number 1 is consensus number 1. Nobody's saying he shouldn't be. Number 2, that kid is going to the whole reason the trade happened, and Sapporo's actually we broke it down earlier today. He's like, well, the reason that trade happened was because the number 2 trade. So yeah, I'll take it. Listen, get excited about the Sabres for once. What else we got? Actually, I think I might just open one of those Falcons right now. Give everybody a taste. Ow. Who do I want to pick? Raise your hand if you want to pick which box. As long as we don't get Nurse, I don't care about this year. You realize because you put that into the universe, you're going to get Nurse now, right? That's your fault, BK. You did that. Carlos is like, I always want to be the one. Like, no, I don't. Nope. It's been in the air since he said he would go to LA. Yes, you do. You're not sure. 2? 2. Ow. I have a little bit of an earache. So if you hear me just saying ow for no reason, it's because it's not in my inner ear. It's like it's right here. It's right here. It's a little swollen. I don't know what I did. I think it's left over from all of the compression, decompression. It's not good for your ears. Let me fix this. Yep. There we go. Let me fix this. Now, we did not buy a sealed case. We bought loose boxes. So if I score an auto, it doesn't mean you're not going to. Let's try autofocus. Let's give you a shot. All right, so this is a very handsome Sebastian Stan. And equally handsome Anthony Mackie. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, this was a widely panned set due to the lack of star power. As we know, Sebastian Stan has done quite a few movies since then. Anthony Mackie has done a few as well. So this has become a little bit hotter with the chance of getting the now astronomically expensive sketch cards. So this is the Falcon and Winter Soldier. It is a hobby box. Let's see what's inside. All right. Enough of the autofocus. It's not working. Boop. It's too sensitive. Oh, hey, thanks. Now, the base cards in here are going to be absolute doo-doo. Absolutely not needed. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, actually, I do like that foil. That's kind of cool effect. Oh, one per pack. I like that they put him above the foil. That's a good look. That's a good look. I like that. Smart. It's very smart. Ooh, a very different type of foil. Ooh, like lightning effect. You want to go to Neverland? I think somebody bought it. I don't know if it'll ever be open to the public, though. Oh, that's a weird. Oh, that's numbered. There you go. Out of 225. So that is the one. Oh, well, there's one of the two guaranteed hits. About right there. All right, one hit down, one to go. Zemo. Since I'm not familiar with this set, I'm just going to double check to make sure I don't miss anything. Trade that pick for a dumpster fire. I mean, that's what we used to do. Aaron Kellyman famously was Enfys Nest as well. Character profiles. From the Star Wars. Yeah, Matt Dinneman is going to be at SDCC. So are you. I still refuse to go. Maybe. Oh, you'll be there. I know you will. I know you will. I even know how you're getting there and back. I know it all. What's the worst thing that could happen? Also, grab any low print Absolute Batman comics. Why? Are they making Absolute Batman into a movie now? Going to be a reveal. The reveal, or an animated series? Here's my issue with the Absolute Batman. That has fallen into the era of too many variants. Just like it's turning currently Dungeon Crawler Carl, everybody and their sister has a variant out now. There's another film cell. Would I watch the animated series? Maybe. Would I wait for it to come out? No, I'd probably binge it. I just finished Vox Machina. Boy, oh boy, was that an interesting season finale. Think about Invincible, though. They made a pretty much dead comic blow up. Valid. The problem is, Absolute Batman was one of the most anticipated comics in a very long time coming out of DC. Hey, man, do what ye will. I just think there's a lot of them. All right, there you go. 2 cells. That was the first box. So that's it. Inexpensive attempt at a sketch card or an auto. Or even the dope acetate cards. These are for Dangle. This is 2022 Archives snapshots. These little orange tiny boxes. They have his Cal Raleigh and Julio rookies in them. That's guaranteed 1 auto per. Dangle should come in and sweep up all of those. Oh, no, it's a great book. Don't get me wrong. No, I 100% agree. But I think there's no less than 3 or 4 million copies of the... It's like Spawn, but instead of just sheer print numbers, it's print run and variant run. And Dungeon Crawler Carl's turning into the same thing. But still, if you look at it, the books that we bought are still the top dogs. Now, they've come down a lot. But the books we bought are still the top books to have. So, it's good, it's good. I actually just was looking at those earlier today. I was going through my comic collection as I was thinking about Fan Expo on Friday. In addition, I mean, obviously I'm going there just to meet Mark Hamill. But I figured if I'm going to be there with the family, I should see who else is going to be at Fan Expo. I can't afford to get any more actor autos because God knows I would want to get quite a few of the actors that are showing up. But there is quite a few comic book creators that I know, appreciate, and like, so I have to check my collection, see what I need. Not that I need much. Moving was very expensive. You saw BK and Kate in a YouTube vid the other day. Was it one of theirs? Because that would explain it. If it was theirs, it's probably why. Nope. You said YouTube, right? Right now, 2 are on my radar. The Capullo and the Vasquez. Some guy walking around shopping at the con in Vegas. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you might have actually seen me then if they did it on the day that I was there, because I was right by their booth most of the time. Except for when I was getting my Haberlin signature. Oy vey. What else did I... Oh, yeah, I need to go over these two. Holy buckets, I forgot. Folks, we are pulling some things. Between 2 cons, we're going to pull this tomorrow. Tomorrow, Between 2 Cons goes away. The books remaining are the Jurgens signed, and the J. Scott Campbell. Yeah. So if nobody buys them tomorrow, we are going to gladly absorb those back into the collection and use them for something in the future. As far as the giveaways, I have to reach out to Doug about the giveaways. The giveaways are going to be on hold. Since there is 3 of them, I don't know if he wants to do all 3 of them for selling out 60%. I know he'll do at least 1, maybe 2. I don't know if he's going to do all 3. So, yeah, that goes away. We are also going to pull Signed, Sealed, Delivered. We are halfway through with that. If we sell 1 more, we'll do the Peach giveaway, because remember, it's got to be more than 50%. So that Peach Momoko signed book, which is like a $60, $70 book, I think. That goes tomorrow if we sell 1 more. Sin City Surprises. We're going to keep that going through next week, and I'll pull it next week to give everyone a chance at the chew and the cho. Say those last names together too fast and you're swearing in another language. Console Classics by Carlos. Let's talk about this. So, there's 4 giveaways. And Carlos called me today and said he wanted to try to get it moving. Do you remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle large piece that he was working on? It is an 11 by 17. Oh, the button is so far away. This one. I saw it in person. He brought it with him to Wings. It's beautiful. So here's what Carlos said he wants to do. In order to sweeten the pot, after we do the giveaways, when it sells out and after we do the giveaways, the 6 people who did not win a giveaway, those 6 will then exclusively be able to get the turtles. It is a no-hit bonus. So, 4 people are going to win. Each taking home either Afro Samurai, Bowser, Ninja Gaiden, or Resident Evil. And then if you didn't get a hit, you will be entered for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 11x17. Thank you, Carlos. And that rounds out the projects we currently have. Did you say there was a signed, sealed, delivered? Yeah, there has been. It's been sitting here for a very long time. Months. Oh, Mrs. the Breaker thought it was the bee's knee. She's like, oh my God, that is so cool. She enjoyed, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that, Carlos. I completely forgot to tell you. Yeah, she thought it was pretty dope. I told her I had to Vanguard that and try not to break anything the entire trip. And I got it to her all in one piece. BK, you didn't know there was a signed seal delivered? You're not seeing it on the site? Oh, well, that can be a problem. Oh, would you look at that? I don't see it on the site. Weird. All right, let me troubleshoot that. Catalog, products. Showing the point of sale. Let's click that. Double click that. All products. Blind boxes. Let me see. All right, let's go back to DCD Collects. Let's go to blind boxes. Let's refresh. It's in blind boxes now. That was weird. I don't know why it wasn't showing up. Make sure all the new and featured products have the new featured products category. Posted about it on Discord, but I had to change all the products due to social media store. Make sure all new and featured products have the new featured products category. Well, Shisa. You expect me to read? I put what I thought was the current stuff. I may have missed it. That's all good. Oh my God, I got to see some art this week that I'm not allowed to talk about, and it bothers me so much. So much that I'm not allowed to talk about it. Let's just say I'm so excited for next year. Nope, I don't want to do that. Let's lock that in. There we go. Yeah, so I was talking to an artist, and the artist is like, "Hey, DC, I'm doing this thing. Do you want to see it?" I was like, "Sure, I do." And they showed me, and I was like, "Oh, sweet, sweet man. You are a master at what you do." And he was like, "Oh, thank you." So I am so excited. I can't talk about it. I can't even tell you what artist. I can't even tell you what they're doing. But I can tell you what they're doing is great. And when it comes to light, what they're doing, everyone's going to be like, ooh, yeah, it's pretty great. It's Sapouros. He is weaving baskets underwater. It's true. It is Sappouros. The craziest thing is he's not even using a scuba tank. He's literally just like horking a whole bunch of air and then submerging himself for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Weaving about 7 centimeters of a basket at a time. I'm just saying. It's impressive. Oh, I thought he was talking about my finger painting without fingers. Putting Jackson Pollock to shame. That's right. Blind Cat is not using his fingers for finger painting. He's using his toes. It's a niche market, but that niche market pays a lot of money for that toe art. Weaving basket underwear? That would sound uncomfortable. Might chafe. Sounds splintery, yeah. Wicker underwear. No, thank you. Gotta go pack the truck to leave in the morning. Ooh, why? Why not do it last minute? Do it like right before you leave in the morning. That way, when you forget something, you'd be like, "Oh, I should have done it yesterday, but DC told me not to. It's DC's fault." Oh, that's right, BK. I can bring you your cards to Friday, because you'll be there. I'll see you. I gotta remember that though. That's the trick. That is the trick. BK cards for Friday. Okay. Well, let's put it over here. Can't leave without that box, so put on the box. Yummy. All right, folks. Let me pull up my list. Talk about the weekend, check. Talk about the new products, check. Talk about the pulled products, check. Talk about the schedule, check. Oh no. Yeah. I've done everything I needed to accomplish today. Was that you, Bobcat? Mr. Goldthwait? Growing up, Bobcat was one of my favorite actors because, like, oh, he's so childlike. He's just, like, crazy. And then I realized he was smoking crack while making all of his movies. And if you want to know what crack looks like personified, it's Bob Goldthwait in Police Academy. Did you see the IG clip I sent you? Probably. Oh, yes. I did. Yep. I saw that. I just didn't comment. Um. So, Prue's dream came true. I was surfing the interwebs, and I saw a they can finally believe it's not butter. I saw a trailer for a movie. It is a movie about pickleball. And I said, oh my God. If Prue is not a producer of this film, I need to inform Prue that this film exists. It is about pickleball. I think it's technically about a tennis player who gets injured and then has to rehab and ends up playing pickleball to rehab and then starts competitively playing pickleball. I don't know. I really was like, wow, this is really a pickleball movie. I believe it's the first of its kind. But I immediately had to find Prue Ackerman on social media and send him that clip. Now, Prue did not get back to me, so I assume he saw it and either had a heart attack or started standing in line for pre-order tickets in a place that does not have really good cell service. But be aware that we may not see Prue for a while, as I'm sure he is going to buy a ticket to every screening of the pickleball movie that's coming out, just to see if any of the player autographs he have makes a cameo in the film. Speaking of film, The Odyssey is coming out. It is probably the one film I've wanted to see the most since I heard about him doing it. If you went to, I can't remember what beach, one of the beaches here. The Trojan horse from the film, they set it up on one of the beaches for a publicity stunt. And then I found out through Instagram that the Trojan horse is going to be at Universal Studios City Walk for people to take pictures with in front of the cinema there, getting ready for the premiere. So Mrs. the Breaker doesn't know this, and Jimmy the Breaker doesn't know this, but I think we're going to be making a stop at Universal City Walk to get photos with the Trojan horse from the film. Now, I don't know if it's the Trojan horse from the film. They said, oh, this is the Trojan horse from the film. But they could just be using the other word salad, saying, oh, it's from the film, as in this is like the Trojan horse that they would use in the film. Oftentimes like, oh, this is from the film. They're not saying it's like this is the one from the film. This is one from the film. I don't know how to use the English words to explain it. But it can be from the film and not be the one actual hero from the film. So I don't know, but I want to go anyway, because if it is the one that they used in the film, I would love to be near a screen-used item. And if it wasn't, it's still kind of cool to say, hey, I was here in California for the hype as this movie came out. This movie, which should be an instant classic. This should be a movie that is Criterion edition film. So much buzz, so many great actors in it. It's either going to be an instant classic or it is going to fail miserably and never be spoken of again. I'd like to think, based on who's at the helm, it's going to be an epic that we are going to watch for decades to come. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's that time. You've been thoroughly whelmed by Chris Nolan movies. I have never been disappointed, to my knowledge, of a Christopher Nolan. Let's look up Christopher Nolan. You know what? Let's do this. Let's DC. What's going on, Mark? How are you doing? Mark is busy with penciling his upcoming comic book. If you are not following it on Discard, it is under Artchair. Interstellar is a really good movie. I just don't think it needed to be as long as it was. Yeah. All right. Let's go to IMDb. No, you know what? IMDb is convoluted. Let's go to Wikipedia. It's quicker. Filmography. All right. Clearly needed more 30-second long shots of the same space shuttle wing randomly. Following, never saw it. Memento. Brilliant movie. Brilliant. If you have not seen Memento, it is Guy Pearce. It is Johnny Pants. Or excuse me, Joey Pants, not John. I'm thinking of Johnny Legs. Joe Pants. Guy Pearce, Joe Pants. Awesome film. It's a psychological mind F film. It is great. I saw Memento for the first time. I was under the influence and was really like, what? I had to watch it again, not drunk. And then I was like, what? And I had to watch it a third time to really understand everything. That's how good it was. Batman Begins. Pretty good. Yeah, you are busy. The Prestige. That was a great film. Also a mind F. That film featuring David Bowie as Nikola Tesla, if I'm not mistaken. Prestige, I saw that in theaters. And after I saw it, I was like, no way. I had to go back and watch it and go, oh my God, that's right. Look at that. It was right there under my nose. My suspension of disbelief hid this storyline. Then he did this movie called The Dark Knight. Some of you have heard of it. Dark Knight was really good. Inception, I never watched the whole film. It's 100% true. I never watched the whole film Inception. I just wasn't interested. So many people were talking about it that I was like, wow, So many people are talking about this, I don't want anything to do with it. True story. Dark Knight Rises. It's not the Dark Knight, but it's all right. Interstellar, again, great, beautiful film. Tackle, so you love Batman Begins? Nolan trilogy was a solid 3 stories. I concur. Dark Knight is chef's kiss. Interstellar, according to a lot of the people that actually do theoretical physics and people like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson actually has said that it was great and accurate and then said it was garbage. So I don't know. Neil has changed a little bit lately. But most people that specialize in space and theoretical physics said Interstellar is extremely accurate. It encapsulates space pretty well. There is, I researched this because I didn't think this was real. Theoretical time travel, or the slowing of time, or the speeding of time. It's actually the speeding of time. Is accurate. So if you travel the speed of light, again, we can't do that right now, but if you were to travel the speed of light, let's say you left Earth, you traveled the speed of light, and you arrived 1 light year away. That 1 light year would take you 1 year, but it would be like, I don't know, some stupid, like 10,000 years Earth time. So you would age a year, and modern civilization will have collapsed at your home. And in theoretical physics, that is true. And technically, when you travel, when you fly, it is like 1 quadrillionth of a second that is gained or lost just from simple flight around the world. And on a grander scale, on a scale of speed to light, and in research, this is actually it's a fascinating. It's believed to be true, but it's theory because it can't be proved and tested yet. It will eventually be. We'll eventually be able to move at the speed of light, considering there is no friction in space, and the only thing that stops us from doing this is you'd have to accurately map out. It's the speed of light over 1 year, marking distance. And if you'd have to accurately map all of space for that distance as to not fly into something and destroy yourself, which makes it almost impossible, because it is nearly impossible to map out an entire area of space and calculate all celestial bodies that are moving, which makes it theoretically impossible, but theoretically possible. Again, you'll have to Google it. I'm not smart. I can only digest a small portion of theoretical physics. And that is what I gathered is in theory it is true. The faster you are going, time is relevant. So for you, time is not passing. For those who are left behind, time is passing. He did Dunkirk. Again, I didn't see it. I know Dunkirk had some of the most impressive cinematography and one-shots in a film. Tenet, did not watch it. Oppenheimer, loved it. I thought Oppenheimer was phenomenal. And The Odyssey is the next on his list. As you see, every 3 years he makes a movie. Or at least that's what he's slowed down and done. But he's making bigger and bigger films as he does that. I've actually seen his. I've seen this. I've been to Grauman's, and I've seen Christopher Nolan's hands and feet. Yeah. I'm excited about The Odyssey. I think it's going to be a great film. Comes out 11 days before my birthday. Morocco. Man, I'd like to film there. Technically, space is a vacuum, but there are minute particles, clouds of ice, dust, radiation fields, etc. So what you said, impossible to map. Correct. That was a castle? Oh, it is what's left of a castle. Oh, look at that. I'd love to metal detect that. I'm totally over people thinking movies longer than 2 hours are automatically good. It's artsy. No, it's poorly edited. I agree. Or it was poorly shot that they had to keep extra footage in to tell the story because it wasn't achieved through the story that was, or the script that was written. Yeah. I'm stoked for this film. I am. He makes epic films, and he's actually doing a literal epic, so an epic done epically should be pretty darn decent. You thought I was going to say epic. Nope. All right, folks, I have officially completed all of the stuff that I needed to complete today. Project Hail Mary was on the verge of being too long. Here's what I love about Project Hail Mary. It was all done with practical effects. All of those scenes were done with practical effects and filters, lens filters, as opposed to special effects. Now, obviously there was some special effects being done, but more or less, it was done almost entirely with practical effects. Can we have a historically accurate ancient Greek film, please? I want to see colors, plumes, and wraparound bronze, please. Yeah, I think it was called Caligula. I think. Oh wait, no, that was Roman. Never mind. That was Roman. Not Greek. Caligula was Rome. So for those who don't know about the movie Caligula, Caligula was an adult film disguised as a regular film. The actors who were making the film did not know that it was a Playboy or Penthouse production. I think it was Playboy. I don't remember. You can figure it out later. So big name actor, a couple of big name actors, thought they were doing a period piece, did not know that there was full on hardcore adult scenes in the film. And it was a big stink when the film came out. They're like, wait a minute. I didn't know those scenes were in there. I'm not in those scenes. Caligula, very interesting film. I watched it not knowing what it was. Somebody was like, hey, you have to watch this movie. You have to watch this movie. No precursor. Watch this movie. And what they did for me is they put it on. They're like, go grab a drink. I'll put it on. And they cut off the beginning credits. The beginning credits say whatever nudie book company produced it. I don't remember. It was either Penthouse or Playboy. And it like just starts in with like war, and I'm like, this is wild. And then it was the one actor was a huge actor. I don't remember his name. And I was like, oh, okay. And then like things started happening. I was like, what is going on here? I think I had the same reaction as some of the actors in the film that didn't realize that it was going to be that type of production. One of the actors even went on record was like, I didn't sign up for this. Like, I was not informed who was the producer of the film. They did not tell us who produced this film. They just gave us a huge payday to do this film, and we'd say yes. But yeah, so folks, listen, Caligula's rated X. It's an X-rated film. It is an adult film. It is a full-blown adult film. It is a full-blown adult film. It is not for children. It is not for teens. It is, Mark's got it right. It was wild because you thought it was something and then you realized in like the fourth scene that it's not what you thought it was. But, yeah, so that's Roman. And, I mean, allegedly, I had to read up on Caligula after I saw this film. I was like, there's no way this is real. Actually, the stuff that Caligula was doing was way worse than what was in the film. He was like the Vlad the Impaler of his time without the impaling. He was just a deviant. He was, they believe that he was like poisoned and sick in the head. Like they're not making excuses. They literally think Caligula had like some disorder that made him nuts. Don't watch the film. I mean, he did impale people, just not in the way that you think. So apparently, history says he couldn't impale people. And that was part of the reason why he was the way he was, is because he couldn't do that thing. So he would be this very bacchanal leader because he was incapable of doing that thing. But it depends on the source that you read. I did a deep dive. Because I was like, there's no way this is true. And then he's on some currency. You can find old Roman coins. He was on a very select few pieces. But there were a couple of mints for the time that he was emperor that there are Caligula coins. And they're very collectible in the industry. Very few of them come up for sale that are in good condition because of the infamy that Caligula is. No joke, Caligula coins can be more than Caesar coins because there was quite a few variants of the Caesar coin. There's only a handful of Caligula coins. But that's a whole nother topic. Actually, I wonder if I haven't looked at my site in a while. Roman Empire. Let's see if this site still works. Oh, good. All right, hold on. No. Oh, wait. This. All right, let's see if this works now. No, this site doesn't have any of them listed. This is very deep. Oh, there it is. Gaius Caligula. There it is. So there we go. 2 years of production. That was it. 2 years of production. I mean, technically 3. I mean, they didn't date stamp them, so there is a few month buffer as they were being made from different areas. Lugdunum. Apparently they were all minted in Lugdunum. Rome minted some. That was it. 2 locations minted. Now, each location would have like 8 benches, and each bench would have a number, and those numbers would denote the person that made them, so you could trace back the coin to the actual bench that it was pounded on. Yeah. Now, let's put this into perspective. Let's go with Augustus. Yeah, 10 times the number. 10 times the number of examples for Augustus Caesar. Merida. Caesar Augusta Mint. No, they wouldn't put that on a coin. Yeah, it's it. It's a round shield. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's a round shield with 3 concentric rows of studs. It's exactly what I thought it was. Hey, look, an alligator. All right, it's enough coins. 8 pages and a cover away from pencils being done. All right, Carlos, I'm going to sign off too. I need to check the gate. I actually haven't been looking to see if anybody ordered anything because I'm terrible at my job. All right, they didn't. Okay, it's not as bad when I'm not wrong. Yeah, man, it is brutal. Trust me, I know very well about children's getting sick. Oh, I do. It throws the entire household off. All right, let's do something we haven't done in a long time. Let's raid out. Squatting Cat is the only one that's doing stuff. She's fun. Ooh, she's got new markers and she's painting a frog. All right. Folks, it is so good to be back. I missed you. I really did. I am excited for tomorrow. I am very excited for Friday. I will try. I don't think I'm allowed to film or take pictures with Mr. Hamill, but if I can, I will. But I will keep everybody posted. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this week was a tough one for the household. So I just want to say I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your understanding. Thank you so much for your time. Shout out to BK and Kate for filling the void for me and doing a great show. I do. I love you all. Please take care of yourselves and each other so we can do this again tomorrow. I am very excited for the remainder of this week. Take care. Be safe. Let's watch some art being arted. Bye.